Good day, good day.
I know the lighting's kind of bad in here.
The lighting's bad. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is good. Definitely let us know if you're hearing us okay. Got Ashley Anderson here, hanging out with us in Italy. So yeah, let us know, Ashley, if the audio in the video is okay. Well, the video is grainy. It's really grainy, but let us know if it gets choppy or anything. You can hear the bells. It's 5 o'clock here, and I can hear all the bells are going off right now. Maybe we should be silent so they hear the bells. So many bells here. So we're not sure who's going to pop in here tonight. It's Thursday, 5 o'clock, Italy time. And we're trying to kill us a little bit of time before we wanted to go out and find some dinner because Italians eat dinner late. A lot of the authentic shops don't even open until 7, 7:30, sometimes 8 o'clock at night to have dinner.
Get a light on sound. Let me see if I can.
Fix the sound. All right.
Is that? I don't know if that turns things up or.
I don't know either. I'm not the tech dude.
Let me look over here. Oh, that's not it. That's sound effects. If you want to hear some sound effects, like it. You're in the shadow.
I am the shadow. The lighting here is horrible.
Yeah, that's all the lights in this.
Yeah,
Can you turn the bathroom light on? Does that help at all?
Oh, let me try the bathroom light.
Really?
That helps at all? No. Yeah. That's all we get. We can't do much about the lighting. Lighting here is kind of poor.
The light is underneath the.
But it's what you get. You're just gonna enjoy our ugly faces this way.
Don't want to see him anyway.
Yeah.
I was looking for
You're sound.
I was looking
Yeah.
for sound.
Make sure we're loud enough.
I can turn it up a little bit.
All right.
That's the microphone for the laptop. That should be a little bit better.
All right. We got a little more sound going. Just let us know if that's good. If that's good.
I can lean back and give you some light.
All right. All right. So what are we going to talk about tonight? we popped in here and had no idea.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Why don't we just talk about Italy?
Yeah.
Sounds better, Ashley says. All right, good, good. So I guess we're going to talk about Italy tonight just because we're here. And if you have any questions for us about us being here, our experiences here, something that we're not covering already, let us know. Or if you just have questions about Italy in general, maybe we know the answer. Maybe we don't. We'll fake it well. So we are currently in, where are we at?
Cortona.
Cortona, that's right. Cortona.
Or Cortona. I've heard it both ways.
You know, it's that town that Under the Tuscan Sun was filmed. And we even went and saw the house earlier today. The villa.
The villa, the real one. How's the food? How's the food?
I haven't had a bad meal yet, but I'm gaining weight for sure. The prices aren't actually that bad.
Yeah, they're good.
They're very comparable to the U.S.
Better.
if not cheaper.
They're cheaper.
There is fees involved with your food. You pay for water. Water is not free. If you sit at the table, don't expect them to bring you water. You ask for water. They bring you a bottle of water and a glass, and you pay for your water. It's kind of weird. But
They ask if you want it still or sparkling.
Yep. And then I had another thought with that. Oh, part of your tip isn't expected here. They put their tip in your bill already. So you're already tipping them, so they don't expect a tip from you. If you're in more of the commercialized, touristy stores, and you know you're an American or a foreigner, they may pressure you for a tip. just because they know that's what you do. So, and we've been trying to hit more of the local, non-touristy type eateries. Is that right? Eateries, pizzerias. You know, some of the things we've learned are if they're open all day, it's a tourist shop because a real Italian restaurant closes about 3-ish, 2, 3-ish, and then they're closed until 7, 8 at night, and then they reopen again. They don't stay open all day. That's more of your authentic Italian. This is the way they do it. We find places that are open all day, but they're not. They're not authentic. They're looking for the tourist. So there was another thing I was going for. Yeah, that's about some of the food here. And I will say, I had this beef and couscous last night. Oh my gosh, that beef was so good. It was like it could have been like pulled pork, pulled beef, or whatever. It's like you touched it and it fell apart. It was so good. And your chicken was about that way too.
I had chicken and rice.
And then
it was pretty good.
yeah, and the gelato. Oh my gosh,
Gelato's good.
I can live on gelato. So, and what we learned about the gelato is you go to the places that have the gelatos covered in tins, and they're actually covered, and all the temperatures regulated and everything. That's the ones you want to go to. You'll go to see these shops where you look in the window, you see this pile of gelato there, and it's all fluorescent colors. Those are the tourist shops, so that's not the good stuff. The good stuff doesn't have all the colors. They're colorful, but they're like bland, natural colors. But man, they're so good. And then there's always dairy-free options because I don't do lactose very well. So we were in one, and I'm like, "Which flavors are dairy-free?" And she didn't speak very well English. She's like, you know. And so was it Senza latte? Senza latte? Senza. I think that's what it's without dairy, without milk. As soon as I said that, she's like, "Oh," she knew what I was talking about, and picked out my flavors. But so far, my best gelato has been in Florence. That first shop we hit there, their dark chocolate gelato was like melt in your mouth. Oh my gosh. We had gelato in Pisa.
Twice. At least.
Once.
In Pisa? Is that where we did our food tour?
Oh.
We did
That was in Florence. Yeah, it was in Florence. We did a food tour in Florence.
Okay.
Because that's when we found the underground.
In Florence.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Language barriers. Yes.
Yes.
See.
Yes.
For the most part, if you're in the touristy areas, there's always somebody in the restaurant that understands what you're trying to get at and understands you because they're after the tourist who speak English. And English speaking isn't always American. You got Europeans, and they're always over here as well. So there's more than just Americans that are speaking English over here. And but yeah, definitely a language barrier. And I find with our experience with City Relief, and helping the homeless and everything, we see the homeless here, and when I see them, and I don't know how I can help them, and it kind of like I don't know what kind of communication barrier we have, if we can help them, and I kind of feel sad for them that I can't do anything. But all right, that's just a rabbit trail real quick. What has Susan got there? Yeah, I was skiing and I just wanted to see them. Oh, must have been skiing over here.
6 X-ray, leg brace, and arm. Dang, you had a crash?
Holy moly. Hopefully you're doing better now.
Doctor was only
144 euro.
Dang, that's good price.
Man, let's go get an accent
I
over here.
know. I went to the ER in Alaska and
It was
New Jersey, and it was
Alaska was $9,400, and New Jersey was $10,400.
and that wasn't the X-rays or the scans. That was extra. Plus the doctor was
Oh.
extra.
But yeah, I have actually heard a lot about the mountain rescue people here, but just seeing the way people act and treat people around here, they're actually very friendly. So I want to talk about the traffic and the people a little bit. You guys chime in whenever you want, throw some stuff out there. But when you first get here, our first trip was to Rome, of course, the biggest, most hectic city there is. But it just seemed very chaotic and very busy and hectic and crazy. But once you start being there a little bit and seeing how everything's working, we're comparing it to like New York City. Or in New York City, it's the same chaos. There's cars everywhere, there's people everywhere. But the difference in New York City is there's so much anger. And there's horns honking all the time. Just honk, 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 honk. Over here, I hardly ever hear a horn honk. Even in Rome, it was, if you hear a horn honk, it's just a quick little beep just because somebody did something wrong or got in the way, and it was rare. The traffic here, I don't know if they have traffic laws here. Oh my gosh, they're all over the place. But they're courteous all over the place. It's weird.
Mhm.
It's like they're chaotic, but they're not.
Yeah.
And then the people walk all over the streets. We're walking right down the middle of the street with a group of people. A car will come up behind you and just sit there and wait till you move aside. I don't think we've ever had a car honk at us over here.
Mm-mm.
And it's just, at first it felt like chaos, but they're very courteous. And I think if we were able to communicate better with them, that we'd find how courteous they were. So that was my deal, my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking forward to my medical bill.
Oh yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah. It's crazy. America's
But we haven't had any
it's the land of the
sickness.
free, except for medical bills and
Yeah.
housing and everything else.
So we've had no medical issues here, no sicknesses. Angie had a little bit of cough on her way over here, and she's been fighting some kind of allergy sniffle thing every single day.
Every time I go outside, it's just my head fills up, and every morning it's full, and I just keep on trucking. And I only had one stomach issue, and that was just because I was being stubborn and I had coffee.
2 days in a row.
And that caused pain, and now I'm not doing that. Surgery tomorrow.
Well, we'll be praying for you.
No fun.
But you've been eating a lot of foods here.
A lot of foods that I probably would not eat in America, that's for sure.
And your guts aren't super inflamed right now. How are they doing today?
Yeah, I can feel a little bit, but they're not bad. And we've had like plates of Danishes for breakfast as they were feeding us breakfast at our hotel, and it was like croissants with jam in them and chocolate in them and all these. They have, yeah, it's pastries for breakfast.
And then I'm full, and then she's like, I'm going for another plate.
It's like, I can eat it, man. And I'm not feeling any pain or bloating or.
That's it. We're staying.
Yeah, I don't even feel like I've gained weight, and I'm eating pastries and pizza and all the stuff that I can't eat at home. So I will. And we've been walking every day too a lot.
Only 10,000
But-
steps plus.
We'll actually see when I get to a scale. I might be surprised, but I don't feel like I feel fine. So
I think I've gained weight. I feel it.
you look like it. No.
Uh,
Italians marry much later than Americans. Yeah, a lot of Americans are actually getting married later. now, but
They're just not getting married at all because
yeah, that's true.
they have
Yeah, back when I was a teenager, we were all getting married at 18, 20. And now, yeah.
and we even made that joke. You're at the ER that one day, and we're like trying to get approved for, because we don't have an insurance, so we're trying to get approved for assistance, and I make too much money, so we can't get any medical assistance. So I'm like, man, we should just get divorced and live together. Then you can get free medical.
True. I probably couldn't because I don't make enough. There's that too. Real food in other countries, all chemicals here. That is a fact. You can see it and taste it in American food. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
After being here, everything tastes a little more bland, but it tastes real.
And we've been getting these cookies from the store, from a local grocery store here, and they're delicious.
Yeah, I looked them up. I can't find them online anywhere. But yeah. Now you notice. I notice how amped up they make the colors and the flavors and everything. But it's just all by chemicals, because that's not how it really tastes. Pizza's different here.
Yeah, I had bacon this morning for breakfast we had a breakfast at the hotel in Pisa, and the bacon was like super thin sliced, but it was super salty, and I love salt. And I usually do salt drinks every day, electrolyte drinks every day, and I salt everything at home, and I haven't had any salt over here. And I was eating that bacon. I was like, wow, I need more of this stuff. I'm craving this right now. I'm feeling I'm low in salt. But yeah, no, the food's good. Good. I haven't had a bad dish yet. And we did a food tour in Florence where we did all these we did the sandwich thing. It kind of tasted like a donut with meat and cheese in it. Then they said, don't say it tastes like a donut, but the bread part actually tastes like a donut because it's deep fried. But
I thought it was like a pretzel.
It was just so good. Then there was a pasta dish that was just so good. Then they showed us, what is that called? It's cow stomach.
Mm-hmm.
But they show us that in the tour, but they don't offer it anymore because I guess a lady evacuated her stomach one time. It made her real sick. So they don't make that an option for us to taste anymore. But they showed it to us and explained it to us. What else did we try? Some pastries. There's 5 things.
Gelato.
I'm missing something in there.
Soup.
Oh yeah, that soup. Oh, that was really good too.
Ashley says, I know people who have been together for decades but don't marry for that reason. For free medical. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know some.
I know of
people who don't get married because they can't afford childcare if they're married. So they can afford it when they're not married.
Sad. It's sad that has to be that way.
They get help with it because childcare is so expensive.
And I know a friend of mine. They're not married. And they have 2 kids, and they're not married because she gets free health care, not working. So let's see. Want to go over places we've been, things we've done?
It's getting chilly.
You want me to close the window?
A little bit, yeah.
Just close it a little bit.
Well, sure.
All right, let's talk about where we've been.
Where have we been?
Until we get more
Well, the last time we did a live, we were in
Rome.
We were in Rome. Were we?
Yeah, we were in Rome, and at that one B&B.
The one with the food down the hall. That was our first one.
Yes, they had the 24-hour breakfast bar.
And then we went to Florence.
Then we went to Florence. After that, we spent 3 days in Florence. And then I messed up the entry door.
You did. They said don't touch the door, and you
Don't
touched the
I
door.
touched the door and I messed it up.
So it was open all night.
Things, yeah, the buildings here. You can definitely tell these towns were built in the era before cars. Because the way the buildings are and the roads are, it's like, I don't know how you get a car down this road. And the cars are so small here. So small. I think we talked about it last time already. They're just so small, all these tiny cars and motor scooters and three-wheeled motorcycles and little golf carts. And I mean, you see everything on the road here. If it's small, it's on the road here. And almost all the cars here are manual transmissions. We were in Pisa going back to the train station earlier this morning, and I'm looking through every window I look through, I'm like manual trans. The only automatics I found were BMWs and one Audi. Everything else was manual transmissions.
Ashley says I need to get going. I'll check the replay. Enjoy and be safe. All right, thank you for hanging out with us for a few minutes.
And we'll be praying for you tomorrow.
Yeah,
For good surgery.
you have a good. I don't know why my mouse just said it was dead. I hope your surgery turns out good and you recover quickly.
Speedily. And there will be no live next Thursday because we'll be flying next Thursday.
We'll be traveling home. And Sunday we probably won't have a video because it's already Thursday and I haven't done a thing. I'm not going to sit down and edit for 8 hours or longer. It's going to take a lot longer for these videos because we have so much footage. And I'm doing footage for Instagram also. And so I have the photos and the videos vertical and then horizontal, and I need to weed them all out. And you've got a couple videos, and to get them all in the right spots is just crazy. But so that's gonna be homework at home. So
we'll miss a couple weeks of videos.
Yeah, I probably won't put anything out.
We're on vacation. That's the way it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Susan, in Cortona, have you been down to the shopping area and church steeple?
We went to the shopping area. We see the church steeple.
I think we've just about seen everything. It takes about 15 minutes. We've seen both squares. We walked downtown. We walked up to Bramasoli. We walked up to, what's his name?
Mercetti. I can't remember the name now.
The fortress at the top of the hill. And there's a big church up there. We walked up to the church. We didn't go in yet, but we walked up there. Walked up to the fortress. We saw a couple churches along the way.
Yeah, there's a museum in town.
There's a couple museums, yeah. So,
and right after this live, we're gonna meander down into town.
Yeah.
And find
we
some
walked
dinner.
through earlier, and it was daylight, and so we're gonna walk through again in the dark because of all the Christmas lights and things that'll be lit up. That's what we do in every town that we've been in. Is we do it twice at least.
And we walked through town about 2:30, and everything was closed.
Yeah. So we'll go see if there's any shopping stuff open, or not that we shop. We just like to look. And then I didn't really see that there was any place for a market or anything except for by the water.
There's that food store. Oh, market.
Like every town we've been in, there's Christmas markets.
Yeah.
But I think their Christmas stuff is going to be this weekend, and we will be leaving.
Yes, we leave Saturday morning.
But they do have a big tree downtown. It's not real, but it has lights on it. And I saw some of the streets were lit up. And I don't know.
They're going to be lit up.
We'll go see what's open. Like at 7, things should be 7 to 8 or something. places should be open for
dinner.
dinner.
Yeah, so we've been actually, last couple nights, we get so tired walking around there in the day, we would come home, take a nap for an hour or two, get back up, then head back out in the dark.
Hmm.
And then I think we're starting to do what they do around here.
It's kind of a, I don't know, it's like a whole different town in the dark. It's kind of cool. What else we got to say?
Well, next we're going to. Where are we going next? I just had it dip my tongue.
Milan,
Oh yes, we're going to Milan next.
we think. We have to plan that out.
Yep, that's the next plan. Is go there, and after there we'll head back to Venice or north of Venice to our niece's house.
Mm-hmm.
There's the reason why we're over here.
Go back and visit.
We're over here to visit her, and we've seen her for 2 days. And we've been here for 2 weeks. So we'll see her again, and then we're going to look into getting a room near the airport in Venice, at least the night before we fly out, if not a couple nights, so we can do some touring around Venice for a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
But our flight leaves at like 6:40 in the morning, so instead of having her niece drive us all the way down the airport and drop us off in the middle of the night, we're just she's actually going to come down and pick up another one of our
Relatives.
brother-in-law, and she's got to pick him up from the airport the day before, so that's when we're going to get the hotel and just stay there. It sounds chaotic. We got to figure it out. But I tell you what, trains is the way to travel here. Once you figure out the trains here, trains is the way to travel. It's comfortable. You sit there, you take a nap, you read a book, whatever. And once you get through the chaos of the train station and learn how to flow with them peoples there, oh, it's so nice. And we've traveled miles and miles and hours, and I haven't had to drive anything. Well, you gotta have something to say.
I don't know. I'm
All
a
right.
little tired.
You're always tired. All right, what else do we need to talk about? Give me something. Throw a question at me. I had a couple of things I wanted to say, and I can't think of them at the moment. It happens like that all the time, every time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this town is super cool. It's all uphill, up.
It's all uphill until you go downhill.
So many steps, and the streets. I'm like, dang, this would not work in Alaska. Just like, just these cars driving up and down. It's steep.
So very
around
steep
the
hills.
corners and
Hairpin turns. Yeah.
And I was starting to look at people's legs, which is really a strange thing. But I was like, these people have lived their whole lives walking up and down these steps.
So they have monster calves.
It's like, they gotta be healthy.
You gotta see them in the summertime. Oh, we did a big walk today.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of, apparently we found the right walking trail, all kinds of people out there.
Yep. Walking around, and apparently there's an escalator.
We haven't found it yet. We're going to look for it tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I gotta find it just to say I found
Seems
it.
wrong.
But
It's just this
it looked like it was outdoors.
ancient, all old town. I just can't imagine having an escalator.
Yeah, we're looking for it tomorrow.
Oh, the bells are ringing again. You have to open the window again.
Really? Oh, it's 5:30. Oh, I open it.
Oh, maybe it goes off every half hour.
I don't even know.
Lots of bells here. Oh, there they are. Oh, that's awesome. I like it. I think it's the bells right out our window. There's a courtyard out of our window, and then there's the big set of bells up top.
It could be. It's very loud over here. So speaking of bells, we learned so much about the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So some of you already may know this already, but I did not know this. First off, we're like asking questions to each other. What the heck was the Tower of Pisa built for? I don't know. But come to find out, it was built to be a bell tower because it's right next to a cathedral. So its whole purpose was to be a bell tower.
And it is a bell tower.
And it is. They just don't use it but once a year.
They have a little tiny bell up there. It's electronic.
Yeah, it has 7 bells, but they don't want to use it for that just because it's leaning. But apparently, when they were building it hundreds of years ago, when they got to the 4th level, that's when it started tilting. And then they didn't know what to do about it, so they stopped building. And then later on, they continued building, but they built it at an angle. So if you look at it, the tower is actually curved like a banana. And I'm like, I've never noticed the curve, but if you get on one certain side of it and you look at it, you can actually see the curve.
Yeah, the pillars on one side of it are taller than the other side to make it bend back.
And I thought it was always just leaning. I didn't know it was built curved to help compensate for that. And for a long time, 10 years or so, the tower was closed for people to walk up inside of it. So I want to say in 2001, they finally reopened it. But what had happened is they finally figured out what was pushing the tower over. It was like the ground underneath the high side was pushing up on it. So they dug out some ground under there and it settled a little bit. But they don't want to settle it back all the way because it's built like a banana and it's actually, now it's designed to sit at an angle. So you can't put it straight again. So yeah, it's actually come back like 1.5 degrees or something from the farthest it's been. But it's stabilized where it's at now. So they allow people to walk up in the tower again, which is really cool because you're walking in there. And you can feel the lean on the tower, and you're walking in there, and you can feel it lean the other way. And then the steps are more on one side and more on the other side. It was just crazy.
Yeah, it's all stone, but you can see where people walk, and it changes as you go around.
And the stone's actually wore down like 1.5 inches, big old grooves worn in it from people walking up the stone. It's just incredible.
And I thought we were at the top because we came out onto the landing area, the rail.
And then, she's all like,
and then I look around the corner and oh, there's a doorway and there's more stairs and they're super tiny and you go around.
It's this little tiny spiral.
And then there's more railing and I didn't walk around the top one. That was scary. It was way up there.
It was kind of weird to walk around and you get on the.
It's because you lean out when you're leaning. It's. I walked around the second one, the next one down, but it was weird at first when you walk in and you're just just leaning. The whole building's leaning. It's kind of weird.
So, yeah, that's incredible.
We saw the tower, the cathedral, the baptistry, which that was interesting. I don't understand a lot of the Catholic stuff, but just to hear the stories and the symbols of things, and I was like, it made a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
Well,
they do the baptistry there because you can't go into the cathedral if you're not baptized. So you get baptized there, then you go into the cathedral.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Do they still do it that way? Because you have to go in one door, get baptized, go out the other door, and then you can go into the church. Yeah, you weren't even allowed in the church if you weren't baptized.
And now, visitors go to the church. They don't allow you to wear hats in the church. So we have to take your hats off. So my bald head. But what?
I was just seeing if there's any more comments over there.
Nope.
Okay, it's cold again. We got another half hour till the bells. It's not that cold here, but it's like, I don't know where my phone is. It was like 40 something, in the 40s today, 50, maybe 50s, low 50s.
But it feels colder here because it's very humid.
Yeah. Any more questions or comments or anything?
And give a thumbs up if you would like. Hear any more of our rambles.
Yeah, it's 44 here right now, so not too bad.
Yeah, the weather here has been really good. We had 2 days of drizzly, kind of cold, miserable, drizzly, but other than that, it's been really good.
Yeah, it was beautiful here today.
Oh, we gotta remember to look up at the stars tonight.
Went on a long walk.
Yeah, look at the stars tonight. See what they look like.
There's Anna, the old folk. Hello, hello. How's it going? We're here in Cortona, Italy.
Kind of taking a break from our vacation.
Yeah, it's a lot slower here. We already went on our long hike this morning when we got here. So it takes about 15 minutes to get through town.
So
Twice.
We started with Rome, the busiest city here, and then we went to Florence, the smaller city, then Pisa, a smaller city, and now we're like in a little town of Cortona. And it's kind of nice. It's actually very peaceful here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I'm calling it our vacation away from our vacation.
Yeah.
It's been just go, go, go. We're just so much going on. And this our time here is just going to be like no tours, no nothing. We might do a hike tomorrow. We're just going to relax and just enjoy the small town life.
The slow life for a little bit, and then we'll have tomorrow, and then the next day we take off and move on. Do we have family here? We have family near Venice, Italy, and that is it. We don't know anyone else here.
And they're only here because they're stationed here.
Yeah.
At the air base. So we're here initially to visit them, but then we ventured off on our own.
So we don't know anybody out here. Mm-mm.
Yeah, we saw them 2 or 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
and then we took off.
First 3 days or so.
Like, enough of a family. We got to do our own thing.
All right, we'll go back.
So we've been just wandering Italy by ourselves. So yeah, if there's any questions you have about our endeavors in Italy, just throw them out there. We'll do our best to answer questions.
Yeah. Is there anything that you know of that we haven't seen yet that we need to?
Oh, absolutely. Not that we have time for any more stuff, but
I think we've done the basic big attractions. We've done the Colosseum. We've done
Leaning Tower of Pisa,
the Leaning Tower. We did the
Amalfi Coast.
Amalfi Coast.
Amalfi Coast.
What's the ruins?
Starts with a P.
Yeah, we did the ruins. You all know what it is. The big volcano, the ruins that they dug up,
You're gonna make me look it up, aren't you?
Somebody out there knows exactly what I'm talking about.
But oh man, those ruins. I'm glad we did that tour. That was it's absolutely incredible.
I have some pictures of some of the people that they had. They didn't find the people. They found the empty places where the people were because the lava hardened around them, and then they decomposed. But the shape of them was there, and they filled that cavity with plaster. And There was some people and there was a dog, and it was just like it was sad but incredible that it's almost like they brought that human form or that dog kind of back. It was interesting, and then just all the ruins and how they lived. Yeah, this means you guys are Italian descendants. Probably not.
Was that it?
No.
Okay.
That was not it.
I keep looking.
I almost had it. I don't think I have any Italian descendants. Do you? I don't.
I'm sure we all do at some point.
At some point back in the way, but I believe.
There it is.
What is it? Pompeii. That's where we went. We went and saw the Pompeii ruins. I know my
Sorrento.
And Sorrento, yeah, and that's by
Naples. Amalfi Coast. It's all south of Naples.
Positano is up there too, along the coast. We saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know about any. I think my uncle is Italian, but not. He's outside of my parents, outside of the family. He was married in, so his kids might be Italian, but I'm not. I don't know what I am.
I know what I am.
What are you?
I'm a mutt.
You are a mutt.
Look at this scruffy mutt.
I think we have. Well, I know we have some Indian of some sort somewhere. I think we have English and Irish, maybe. English, I'm sure. I think.
German.
You have German?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have German.
I believe German and Irish, if I remember correctly.
But those are places we'll have to go at some point. We'll go to Germany at some point, and we'll go to England at some point. I've seen that in documentary. I think I've seen a few little things about Pompeii in documentaries, but I'm probably going to have to go back and watch them again because now that I've actually been there and been walking the streets and seen the ruins, it's going to mean a lot more to actually have it explained a little bit more. We did a walking tour, so somebody was actually explaining it to us, and there was other people that were just walking about, and I was like, man, they're missing out on so much just by not hearing.
But then we're missing out just by going on a tour because we're stuck in this small spot. Pompeii is so vast. There's so much there. It is a huge city, and they're still excavating it. It's like 33% excavated right now. They're still discovering things.
So the next time we go, we'll have to go exploring on our own. Now that we've learned a little bit about it.
The most amazing thing I've seen about Pompeii is the streets. It was built as a city, and the streets were actually down so far from this what we would call a sidewalk. But then there would be like water and sewage going through the streets all the time. So to keep people from walking through that, periodically they'd have crosswalks or just these boulders, flat boulders you can walk across to keep from stepping in the water. Well, the wagons would go down the street, and they're tall enough to go over the boulders, and then the boulders you'd walk across. But what got me the most is the road is made of all these rocks, big rocks, and there is ruts in these rocks. Some of them are like 2-3 inches deep. How many chariot wagon wheels had to cross that rock to dig out that rut that deep? That was just like blew my mind. Just how busy that city used to be. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
We're all children of God.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
But yeah, that's my biggest thing on Pompeii.
That was amazing. Where else did we go? Then we were in Pisa last.
Pizza.
Aw, we love you too. This is awesome. Come hang out with us.
The bells are going off again.
Again? Is it time already? Maybe they go off every 15 minutes.
I have no idea.
Bells are going off again.
There's
I wonder if they go off all night long. It'd be fine with me. I'm going to record them. I'm going to stick my phone out the window when they go off and just record the bells. Maybe I'll do it in the daytime. We can see them too.
Go sit in town square and listen to the bells.
Yeah. Anyways, we don't have a whole lot to talk about. If anybody has anything else to talk about, we're probably gonna start looking up some places to go find something to eat here in a little bit. Maybe find a grocer, supermarket or something. I think we've ran out of snacks for our room.
I think I snacks in the kitchen though.
We had
She likes to have her snacks. Cheese. Oh my gosh.
Cheese.
We get the block of cheese and it lasts us 2 days.
we've been
It's
getting
gone.
Italian cheese. The picture on the thumbnail, is that the hotel? Actually, no, that is not our hotel or our bed and breakfast. That is the Brahma Sole. That's from the movie Under the Tuscan Sun. That is the real Brahma Sole, not the one that they actually used in the video.
So when they made the movie, that Brahma Sole had already been renovated, so they had to use a different villa for the movie, which is it's still here in town, but it's farther out.
Yeah, it seems very high up. Yes, we walked up and up and up and up. We walked for like 45 minutes.
Every road is uphill.
Up the hill, and we walked from our room. We went down town, and then we had to go back up. But yeah, to get up to our room is, or our Airbnb is like steps. It's crazy. Literally, I videoed a bunch of it, and it's going to be in our videos eventually, but it's like, I don't know if it's going to show what it really looks like.
Yeah, pictures don't ever do it justice, but.
Because we even watched a video when we got here of someone who was showing what it looked like, and I was like, I don't know, it just doesn't show it as well. But
So, here for dinner.
yeah, I'm just about ready. Either a nap. I might have to take a nap first before dinner. We're gonna go out and
That's what we've been doing lately. Nap before dinner.
See the lights of town and the Christmas lights and the shops all done up for Christmas, and it's been kind of fun. I'm glad we came at Christmas time. The tourists are there. There are some.
Yeah, they're minimal compared to summertime.
I can't even imagine some of these places, because the last place we were at night, it got pretty busy. It was like 5 o'clock, or was it between 3 and 5? It got really busy, and then later it was pretty chill. So there are quite a few tourists, but I just can't imagine summer.
Oh man, summer season. I'm glad we're not here.
Yeah, that's not the time for traveling. I mean, it's nice in Alaska in the summer, so we're just gonna stay there, and all the tourists come to us up there. We'll go out in the winter. So, all right. And she says, well, I'm happy to be on your live, but I'll let you guys eat. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for a little bit here in
Italy at this really odd live time that we don't normally do it on.
And I guess we won't have a live next week.
Yeah, we're traveling next week on Thursday.
Yeah, we will be on a plane for 16 hours, or I don't even know.
Oh, well, on the plane, I don't know. It's like 20 some hours of travel.
But all right, She says, God bless and continue to enjoy yourself. Much love and respect for you both. Thank you so much. And I will get some videos out after I get home, and then we'll do another live after we get home and see how it is back in Alaska.
At our normal lifetime.
At our normal lifetime. Yes, so.
And then we'll have to let everybody know how long it took us to get our cabin warm.
Yeah. All right. I think we're going to go for now. And we'll check back in with you guys. I don't know. We might do another little live somewhere. Or we'll see you back in Alaska.
Yeah, we might. We can always try out that vertical live again. Just a quick pop in and say hi and pop out. That was interesting. We only did one now. But,
So.
All right. I'm going to quit delaying. We're going to get out of here.
Well,
We love y'all from Italy.
Yep.
Be home soon.